Hello everyone, this is Jeff Opperly from the Calling and Career Office, and this is video number 4 in our 5 for 5 series. 5 videos, 5 days, 5 minutes each. The last 2 days we've looked at the resume and the cover letter, and so today we're going to look at the third element of 3 in the application packet that we talk about with students, your online presence. Now surely there's more to it than LinkedIn, but specifically we're going to focus on the utility of LinkedIn. Now, I will confess to you, when I was first invited to join LinkedIn, I rejected so many invitations. It felt like another social media channel that was not going to be useful to me, something that I wouldn't be able to keep up with. In recent days, as I've saw the utility that it has and the ability that it has to make connections for our students, I have found it to be incredibly useful. So my goal today in these 4 minutes we have left in this video is to show you how it can be helpful. So let's start by just looking at a typical profile. This is my profile, and really you want to focus on making sure you just have a clear professional headshot. You don't have to have an image up here, but if you have something that expresses you and expresses you in a professional manner, by all means use the picture there. Really, a LinkedIn profile is simply your resume and perhaps some of your cover letter right here online. So if you've done your resume and you've done your cover letter, you've already done all the work that you need to create a LinkedIn profile. You're simply bringing that over to LinkedIn and communicating it in a way that will be clear to those who may be looking for someone to hire. So that's the construction of a profile is really a piece of cake. It doesn't take long at all. And the reason it's helpful to have a completed profile is because it enables you to use something that they've recently developed called the University Search function. So you can go to Taylor University. So you go into your search bar. It's already in mine as a recent, but if you just type in Taylor University, make sure you look for the purple Taylor University logo and you click on that. And as you bring that up, it's going to have some messages from different Taylor alumni, from the university. The real value is in this button right here, alumni. When you click on the alumni button, it takes the millions of profiles that exist on LinkedIn and it narrows it down to what's around 14,550 alumni of Taylor University that have a LinkedIn profile. And then you can take that group and you can begin to search that group based on the city where they live, the organizations that they work for, the kind of industry that they're in, even what they majored in while they were here at Taylor. So this can become really helpful. So for example, if you're looking for a job in Chicago and you're a finance major, you can take the millions of profiles on LinkedIn and now you can narrow it down to just the Taylor alumni in the greater Chicago area. You can look at specific organizations that they work for, but you can also narrow it down to specifically the realm of finance. Now we've taken the millions and now we're down to just 102 alumni. And then you can look at the specific organizations where we have Taylor alumni working. And if these organizations are interesting to you, you've heard of them, you'd be interested in pursuing a career with them, you can find the Taylor alumni who work for those organizations and connect with them. And we have seen our students have remarkable success connecting with alumni because of the Taylor University bond. And so here's what I recommend. If you see someone that you'd really like to connect with and just ask them a little bit about their career path and how they got into the work that they do, you click the connect button. LinkedIn is going to ask you to add a note. So go ahead and add a note. Make sure you add a note. Don't send an invitation without a note, especially if you don't know the person. It's going to give you 300 characters. And what I would encourage you to do is in Microsoft Word, create a 300 character message that introduces you. Say, this is who I am. I'm a student at Taylor University. I'm studying this. I'm pursuing opportunities in Chicago in the realm of finance. And I looked at what you're doing and I thought I'd love to know a little bit more. And then see if you can set up either a phone call or an email exchange with them to learn a little bit more about what they do. These connections can be absolutely critical in getting your foot in the door, not maybe at that specific organization, but it may just be someone who might say, hey, we don't have anything open in our organization, but I know someone else that is. And these connections are mission-centric to what we do in the Calling and Career Office, connecting you to people and experiences that equip you to pursue a faithful response to God's call. But one more thing I'm going to show you. There's a ton of things. I encourage you to use the job board on LinkedIn because there's so many good ways to search for jobs. One thing that you can do is look at specific companies. So if I were to look at Eli Lilly and Company, I can pull that up and it's going to show me really quickly the alumni from Taylor that already work at Eli Lilly. So if you're looking at a specific job online, you think, man, I wonder if anyone from Taylor has ever worked there or has any connections there. LinkedIn can be a very valuable tool to use. So that is a very quick and kind of intense look at LinkedIn, but I hope it has demonstrated to you the usefulness, the utility of LinkedIn. We will be back tomorrow to talk about what it means to have that initial interview. So let's say you make a connection on LinkedIn and now it's time to have that opening conversation. Maybe it's just an informational chat or an actual formal interview. We're going to give you interviewing strategies tomorrow. Until then, be well.